Good morning, party people. Good morning. What are the wait, you guys, we're still working on this. The Party People Morning Coffee Club. It's like a lot. Oh, good morning. Am I in the frame? Okay. What do we got on? Oh, good morning, Rosanna. Good morning, Nancy and Donna and Mary. Good morning, everyone. My chat comments are below my picture. Is there a way to get them beside the picture so I can watch and read at the same time? If you're on your computer, if you get on like your desktop, they'll be on the side. Or I don't have an iPad, so I don't know about that. If you have the ability to be on the computer right now, you can. That's the only way I know how. Oh, good morning, Rebecca. Good morning, Randy, family, and friends. Hello, Coral. Good morning, party peeps. Okay, you guys. Today is the 8th. It says the 7th. Oh. Well, I forgot to change it, I guess. It could be, it's still the 8th. I'll change it when we're done. I don't think I can change it now without stopping the chat. I don't think I can. I might be able to, but you know, I would need Jefferson for that. Anyway, so here we are on morning coffee. Let me just give you the report. Shannon was here yesterday. It was awesome. We got all of the bingo cards done. And so I'm going to go put those in the post today. We got all of the orders packed. So that was awesome. And we got, over here I have a humongous box of the new Found Objects challenges that we put together last night. So it was super good and helpful. It says the 7th. Good morning. Good morning, Sharon. Yeah, it says the 7th. I got everybody wigged up. Should I go and change it so people know that it's the right day? We'll vote. Let me just have a little sip of coffee first. Should I change it? Okay, fine. I will change it. Okay, I will change the date so people know that it's the day because we don't want them to be looking for yesterday. Hi, C. Crawford. Leave it. Rebecca says just leave it. Okay, well, whatevs. Anyway, so yeah, I got my morning coffee going. I kind of just woke up a little bit, but you guys, I'm super excited. So tonight is the drawing. So I set out all the reminders. I made an event so people could sign up and get reminders, right? And all these things. Turn the device sideways, they said. Oh, that's a good tip. And so anyways, it's going down tonight. That's the moral of the story. It's going down tonight. We draw for the winner of May's Found Objects Challenge. And I'm super excited about it. I can't wait for tonight. So the winner is going to get beady goodness from the Taylor's Falls Bead Store, at least $50 worth. Okay. I haven't got that picked out yet, but I'm working on it. And a copy of the book, Jewelry Maker's Design Book, The Alchemy of Found Objects, which we have looked at on this live channel, and this is by Darren Mentok. So she actually just joined Thunderhorse Descendant Facebook group yesterday, FYI. So that's really cool. She's from Wyoming, and well, she's from a lot of places, but they're in Wyoming, and she has a website which I linked her website in the Facebook post that I said when I said I was going to be going live. I linked it. It's called Sublime something Sublime. Literally, that's what it's called. Something Sublime, I think. And that's her. That will take you to her website if you want to give her a look-see. She makes like amazing rings and does metalworking and all kinds of really cool things. I'm on the laptop. Sometimes it's next to the picture and sometimes it's below. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Leave the date. I'm always screwed up anyways. Good morning. Good morning, Chris. Good luck, everybody. Yes. Also, so in addition to the beady goodness from Taylor's Falls Bead Store, the winner will get a copy of the book. They're also going to get a free entry into next month's challenge. So they won't have to pay for their next month's challenge because they're the reigning champion. So we will give them a free entry. So I have made 41 bags, 40 bags for sale and 1 extra for the winner. So I've made 41 bags, and we're going to announce that tonight on Facebook at 8 p.m. Central Time, and it will be live. And I want to do a generator, and I want to show you guys the generator, but I'm going to have to do that on my computer, and I'm going to have Jeff help me or something. Or we could do it up here, I guess, and then go downstairs to the light box. That would probably work better. Meow, you meow. What? Oh, me and Mr. Bunsen caught a humongous spider this morning. It was literally like, it was like this big. It was huge. I don't know if it was one of those poisonous spiders. I don't kill spiders, so I just put it in a jar and I took it outside, and it's outside now, but it's huge, and it was so huge that it scared me. I went down to get this box. I'll show you this box. I went down to get this box of the grab bags, and I was like, oh, I'm going to show some sneak peeks of the grab bags, and I walked downstairs to get them, and coming right down the stairs, there was just a big spider. He was really big, and I had to get an ice cream jar, and I was like, okay, we can do this. And then Mr. Bunsen was just being silly. He's like, no, I'll just mess with it. And I was like, no, get out here. Just bite you and have another swollen paw. So that's what we were doing this morning. Hello. Happy to help, Mary. I believe there is a setting if you touch your screen. Look at it horizontally. Yeah, in YouTube there is a little setting button, and that does a lot of things for like how you watch. I do know that much. I hate spiders. Sounds like a wolf spider. It was brown, very large. I don't ask questions. I was just like, okay, Mr. Spider, you don't belong in here. Let's get this party started. The boss over there was just like, it'll be fine. Yeah. They have a choice in my household. Stay out or die. Oh boy. Well, Mr. Bunsen has arrived. Yeah, he's just coming here squeaking. Hi, meow, meow. Every time he meows at me, now I tell him, you meow. And then he goes, meow. You guys, I'm so proud of Mr. Bunsen. I think he's coming out of his little kitty stage. He stopped tormenting me so much. I went to Walmart the other day and I got him this little fish. Looks like a fish. It's like a house. It's kind of like his kitty scratching thing, but it looks like a fish. And he can go inside of there and he can play with his little mouse. Whoa! Rebecca has donated $4.99 through Super Chat and is now the life of the party. Okay, did everybody stretch this morning? You don't want to throw your back out trying to do a happy dance. Do the dance. Gonna do the dance. So if you are new here and you don't know how to do a happy panda dance, first of all, let me just say, I personally believe the happy panda dance is gonna release endorphins in your brain that are gonna make you feel nice. I believe there's brain science behind it. It's just my theory. What do I know? Anyway, so you have to make a funny face. You gotta shake your butt weird. Not like, ooh, oh yeah, I'm cool, but like weird, like just weird. Shake it weird, preferably in your chair. You gotta get the arms involved, however you wanna do it, while making the funny face. And then you say, Clarissa says, whoop, whoop. And then you say, oh yeah, Rebecca, thank you for donating to morning coffee. Got a little morning coffee money? Got some coffee money? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we can get the coffee. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And that's how I do it. Make a smile every time. It's so nice to be back in Coffee Club. Woot! Hi, Pam. Yeah, I noticed you weren't here, but I wasn't going to say anything, you know, because I don't keep track of people. Oh, you guys. Thank you, Rebecca, for your donation. Now we can get the, I like to get the Eco Pods. Oh, and look at her little dog. What's that dog doing? Karate? It's doing karate. It's doing its morning exercise. Happy Panda with the arms. Oh, yeah. Okay, also, let me just say this announcement. I think our Thunderhorse Descendant Facebook group, Panda Dance. I make everybody giggle. You try it. Just try it. In the privacy of your own office or wherever you are. Just give it a whirl. See what happens. I got this message from Facebook last night and it said your group is going to be updating to a new thing. Okay, so I was like, nobody's surprised, Facebook. What are you doing now? And so I'm not sure, but it said it's going to be updating, and then it's not going to have any, like, you don't have to approve people to get into the group. They're just going to, like, get into the group, but you can monetize comments and I don't know, all kinds of weirdness. So I was like, whatever. All the people in the Thunderhorse Descendant group are cool, unless they're robots, you know, and then that probably wouldn't be cool. So I don't know. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. I'm just keeping an eye on it. I don't know what to do about it. They just do whatever they want. But, you know, at the end of the day, I guess it's free, so I'm not going to complain about it. Lost electricity in my craft room. Oh, what a mess. Oh no. Is it like, do you have other things in there besides like bead, like things that like, do you have other things in there? Pam, don't even worry about it. You know what? My craft room floods at least once a year. And so I've just adapted. I've got everything in plastic tubs that sit on the floor. I got little shelves that sit on the floor so I can put things up. I'm just like, I guess this is what we gotta do. But it is so sad. I do get really I'm gonna put you down the mat. I really get like wonked up when my stuff isn't like, because it's a mess. You guys know it's a mess, but it's a mess that I can, you know, I can find things and I can know where they are. I'm like, oh, it's in that box over there somewhere, like general idea. And you know, when that gets wonky, it's hard to function. Jefferson, I caught a really big spider. It was huge. Bunsen wanted to eat it. What?
You did.
Oh, are you going to work? Definitely going to work. Do you want to say hello to the people?
Sure. Hi.
Not sure if it's me or you, but the internet keeps buffering. According to my little checker upper screen, it's all green, so it should be good for me. Pretty bracelet. First time I have been called cool. Never been called cool, Mary. You're cool. It's fine. Hi, Jeff.
Hello.
What you doing?
Checking something.
Jeff's doing IT work already.
Check something. It's just,
You gotta bring it over here from the other. There you go.
I can never find it.
Babe, the spider was so big. He was like this big. I'm not even exaggerating. Look. You're not looking.
What? No way.
Yes, wait. Ask Mr. Bunsen. He's probably still out in the ice cream jar. I put him over by Jason's yard. He's huge. I just put it open so he could go at his leisure. Yeah, it's tipped over. You're not looking. Oh. Huh? Oh no, I was laughing and I was saying, look, you're not looking. Oh, Rose says, have a nice day at work. And Nancy says, thanks for the conversation, Jeff.
You're welcome. 97 degrees today. Let's go.
97. Oh. Going on the roof. Okay, so here's an example. I'm going to show you just a few of these. Okay, these are just examples of the new bags. So they are listed. Before we get started, they are listed. Look at this. I found this in the box. It's yellow. I kind of dig it. I found this one too, which I think is Swarovski crystal. I don't think it's real, but I think it is Swarovski crystal, which is pretty cool. So how this works, Mr. Bunsen is throwing things off the table. Oh, Mr. Bunsen, excuse me, sir. They're telling on you. I was just saying, oh, Mr. Bunsen's getting so much better. I'm so proud. Okay, so here's an example of one of the bags that somebody will get. Can you see it? I raised this up yesterday, and I think I gotta maybe put it down a little bit. Oh yes, and my bracelet, somebody had made mention. This came from Rebecca. She made this for me. Look, it has genuine turquoise and tiger's eye, and it's magnetic, and it's really little from a really little wrist. It's really cool. No, I didn't make it. Okay, so this is an example of one of the bags. So how this works is by supporting this challenge, what we're doing is we are supporting Thunderhorse Descendant, but also the bead portion. I ordered this from another lady on Etsy. Her name is Connie, and I order all the beads from Connie, and they come packaged in little packages like this. And then I order a scrap box or a harvest box of jewelry items from Las Vegas, and it's a woman and her daughter, and they do this on, is it on Etsy? I can't remember the name of their shop, but anyway, so they do boxes of jewelry. So then what me and Shannon did is we went through and we put the things together, the beads and the jewelry. So whoever gets this one's gonna get this really cool outfit. And this time I called the lady and her daughter. I messaged them and I told her what we were doing for our challenge and why I was ordering all the things. Because she was doing smaller boxes, you know, like small priority shipping boxes. And I was like, listen, we're doing a challenge for my bead company. And I told her all about the challenge. And I was like, so I need like some bigger, like, can you make it like one big box or 4 boxes in one or something, you know? And she was like, oh yeah, sure. So anyway, she sent really good stuff, you guys. Like stuff that's still wearable, like most of which wouldn't even need to be broke down. So the stuff in this month's box, I think she really worked hard on it, I think. So, and then, so this is one of the grab bags. This is cool. It has bamboo in it. I have one that is 8, and she still gets the zoomies and throws things on the table. Oh boy. So these are $5. The challenge bags are $5. You have to pay shipping. And the $5. And then you participate in this next challenge coming up, which is going to be, so I launched them today. So they launched today, and then your project is due by the 1st of July, and we'll draw on the 6th of July. The necklace is cool. I know, you guys, I had to cut a lot of this stuff apart because I know I am not like this, but I know some people are like this. Some people don't like to cut things up. So so I did it for you because I was just like, they're not gonna want to cut it. I'm gonna cut it. So some of them I cut. Here's another bag. So again, these are found objects. So we found them all in Las Vegas, Washington, Minnesota, and then wherever you are. And they come with beads and different things for you to figure out. I don't even know what that is. Oh, it looks like somebody, I don't know if that's on, okay, oh, it's a pendant. Okay, this is a pendant with a backside, I guess. It's a big flower, and then it's got, I don't know if that came like that, or if somebody tried to fix it, or what happened there. Ooh, I like that bag. I wouldn't change the necklace. I know, that's why I wanted to cut it apart, Mary, because I said, when she sent the stuff, and even Shannon was like, oh, this stuff is really cool, and I was like, I think she sent it because I told her. She sent her, like, really, you know, kind of nice stuff, because I told her what we were doing. But, you know, and I said, people are not going to want to cut it apart because it's really nice, but we might have to cut some of them. A lot of them we cut into beads. You have some big trouble going on. I have big trouble? Why? What's happening?
I think they heard you guys.
Oh. That's Jefferson. He's trying to get out the door for work. So we have 40 of these. We got, what is this one? Oh, this one is a beach theme. Ooh, that looks kind of like a cloisonne thing. So I had Shannon helping me, and we didn't we just kind of, you know, put some stuff in with each bead bag. So, you know, I didn't really go in depth on each bag or anything. This one looks like it has a tiger's eye, gemstones, and jasper, and it's kind of open. I'm in. It won't change. You have, oh, yeah. So these are just an example of the, this one has some little earrings. Get your patina paint, whoever gets this one. Jefferson's going through bags over here. Thought you were going to work.
Yeah, I'm on the belt.
Did you look in the van? This man can never find his belt. I don't know why. I don't know why he takes it off in all kinds of weird places. The other day I found it in the trash room, hanging up by the mop. And then it's in the van. It must be in the van. I haven't seen it over here, but your wallet's over there by the flowers.
I got that.
Ooh, hey, look at this one. You guys, I found a little tiny miniature harmonica in this box. This one has a little shell with gold on it. Uh-oh, something's dinging. It's not supposed to be dinging. What's happening? Yeah, a lot of the stuff she sent was new. I will need to get one of those again for sure. I like the black and gold. Yeah. So they're really cool, and it looks like a lot of them, a lot of the jewelry that was sent came from must have been it was, a lot of it was new, and it came from what am I trying to say? Department store stuff, as an example, there was some stuff from Torad, which is a clothing store. It must have been buyouts, you know, or whatever. And I was showing Shannon how to put stuff together, and she's so cute. She's like, all this is gold. Apparently she doesn't like gold. And I was like, yeah, well, gold's really in right now. And she's like, I don't know. I was like, yeah, go ahead, just put it in there. She's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It was super funny. This one looks like this one almost looks like the Voyager. The blue and the gold in there. Kind of got some shells of some kind. So anyway, we got all those. These are all the ones I got. They're all very different from last time, I will say that much. And in my opinion, definitely getting some bang for your buck there. I will participate again. It was fun. I love all the metals, but gold is my favorite. Oh, really, Rosanna? I don't think gold is my favorite. I'm not, for a long time I never wore gold. And then as I got a little older, I kind of got into gold a little bit. And then it was kind of like I started with rose gold, you know, because I was like, okay, I could probably work with that. But I kind of like silver and like the copper color. I wouldn't necessarily say rose gold. I would say more like copper color. What happens if you buy one and you win the challenge? Oh, that's a good question, Rebecca. Well, I guess I'll just refund you. I'll just refund you. Unless you want to wait until the drawing to see if you win and then not buy one. But if you do win and you buy one, I will just refund you. It'll be fine. Can I get in on the next one? The Rita. This is the next one we're talking about, Rita. So I know some of you may not have participated before. So tonight what's going to happen is we're going to draw the winner for May, which is what we did last month. And then these bags that I just showed here are already on the website. They just launched today, and these are the new bags, and they are for the month of June. And then we will draw the winner for the month of June on July 6th. So that's how we're going to do it. So if you're not familiar with the Found Objects book, I have done quite a few morning coffee videos on showing the book and kind of talking about the process. But the moral of the story is that I just feel like there's a designer inside of all of us. And I think sometimes I just look back on like my jewelry making, and I don't know if you guys know this, but I didn't start watching people online do stuff until like, I don't even know, like 4 years ago. It was like I was already like 2 years into my company and 2 years into Thunderhorse Descendant, or at least a year into Thunderhorse Descendant, before I started watching beading tutorials. I had never been to a bead store until I went to college, and that was like 8 years ago. And so I'm like really, you guys have probably been doing this a long time, and you see people who are online and they make things and the tutorials and the la-di-da-di and all that stuff, and I do that, so I'm not knocking it or anything. I don't think it's bad. I just think that inside of all of us is your own creative power, you know? And I think sometimes we get swept up in like, we have to have the new beads, and we gotta have the new tools, and we gotta have all the things. But you know what? Grandma said, you just take things that you like and you make things you love. And that's what art is. She said you don't have to have, all the brand new things. You can still make cool things if you're a cool designer, if you are truly into art, if you're really creative, you can do it with just whatever you have. And I think that that is really cool. Of course, when I was younger, we didn't have a lot of money, and we didn't have any money actually. We didn't have the internet. My grandma still doesn't have the internet. And I think that was maybe just something that she always said to just kind of make us feel good about our situation. But it has just stuck with me for a long time. And I'm like, when I started making jewelry, I used to order harvest boxes all the time from eBay. Can you still not find your belt?
I was watering the trees.
No.
And yes, I can't find my belt. It's gotta be upstairs.
Okay.
Or in the van.
Or in the van. Yeah, it's in the van. I know it's in the van. Why is it in the van? I don't know. But anyway, and so I just would order these harvest boxes, and I would just try to make things. Because you guys know when I started Thunderhorse Descendant, I didn't have any like startup money. I didn't like start with anything. I just like made a necklace and put it on Etsy and sold it for $15. And then I took that $15 to the bead store, and I told Jeff, not my Jeff, bead Jeff, I said I have $15, and he was like, okay. And then he helped me pick out some beads where I could make a few necklaces. And then I put those online and I sold those, and that's just what I did. And now here we are. Good morning, Karen. School had just morning break. Isn't school done? Isn't it like school done now? like getting out for summertime. I just started making jewelry 8 months ago. Yeah, and that's okay. And I think if you're new to jewelry making, and if you're not, you have to explore inside of like your own creativity, you know. And I think that I was lucky in the fact that I know it's really hard to put yourself out there in the I see you coming with the drill. You couldn't find your belt?
Shine the light on.
That is not the belt.
That's the backup belt.
Oh, the backup belt. Okay.
Okay, love you. Bye, chat.
Okay, love you. Bye. I think some new beaders have fresh and unique ideas. Now you have more beads than you need. Yeah, and I'm just stashing. Aw, yeah. So, but I think it's good, regardless of where you are in your beading journey, to explore inside of yourself to see what your creative, voice is saying, and not, not be just like, not know what it is. I'm not trying to like say anything bad about, people who follow tutorials or do patterns. I do that too. I'm just saying like, but I also want to know what my own creative voice is saying so that I can incorporate that. And I think that would make me a better designer. So that's what I try to do. So I try to do this challenge to try to get people to kind of, just come a little bit to the edge. Just come a little bit over here and just try it. And I think that for some people, it is really challenging for them. But the more you do it and the more you put yourself out, kind of on the limb and be out there, the easier it gets. I collect beads until they speak to me, and then I make what they say. Yeah, I don't collect beads. I let the beads talk to me. I mean, I do let the beads talk to me, and they say like, I'm gonna be a bracelet or whatever they say. But usually I don't keep them long enough to collect them. I'm like, okay, go out there and live your best life, beads. Get off the wall, be a necklace, go over there and do that. So anyways, that's my little goings-ons for today. So I hope that you guys will, I love it when the beads speak. Yeah. I hope that you guys will participate in this month's challenge and see what you can make with whatever you end up getting. I think it's kind of fun for it to be like a blind thing and everybody gets different stuff. And like, that's why it's not a judged contest. It's purely just, we're going to put your name in a generator and it's going to kick out a name, Need has nothing to do with buying beads. It's purely want. Agree, Mary. Totally agree. Hi, Delani. Yeah. But I don't know. I really like to buy beads. Buying beads is a completely different hobby than making jewelry. I have beads and stones from 27 years ago. When I first started designing and making. Many of them are JJB strands from back in the day. Wow. And so what do you do with them, Sharon? Are they like displayed or something? Or you just have them? I do have some beads. I have some beads that are, not that I'm trying to collect them. I just haven't had time to do anything with them yet. But I do have some, more so like pendants, kind of. I have some like pewter pendants, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got to do something really cool with that. I guess that's maybe what Rebecca's talking about, and I haven't quite got that figured out, because you guys know I like to do the tarot cards, and I got hooked up with this guy who does a lot of pewter pendants, and he makes a lot of different animals, but they're big, They're pretty big. Some of them are small, but they're pretty big. And I'm like, I want to use those for the tarot card animal guardians that I do, but I really put a lot of work into those, and I just really haven't had a whole lot of time to kind of figure that out. I have some vintage JJB strands also. Sometimes my creative voice speaks in gobbledygook. Yeah. Well, my creative voice doesn't really speak very well. That's why I do the little doodles and the drawings, because then I'm like, okay, we'll just go like this, and then in my head I think of the mechanics of how it's gonna work, because that's part of the fun. It's like engineering it, you know, how is it gonna hang, and we put the clasp over here, and how are we gonna attach the clasp, you know, that whole business. It's kind of like an engineering it to make it work. I have some, I think a lot of newbies get caught up in all the tutorials and want to know the beads and the size measurements of the design. And my best advice is to look at the project and say, what can I do differently? That's good advice, Pam. I think like, you know, it's nice for the new beaders to learn kind of like the basics. And I was gonna do I keep saying I'm going to do this, but I never do, because I think, you know, on YouTube there's so many like basics, you know, do the basics of beading, like how to make a wire wrapped loop, how to do the crimp bead, you know, like all those little kind of tutorials. But I don't know, maybe not, maybe I should do that. But I was going to put that on my channel so that people would know. Jeff is a hoot. Yeah, Jefferson. I found my belt in the van. I told you it was in the van. You never listen. Bunsen, get down. What are you doing? Bunsen's over there throwing stuff out of my craft cart. Hey. Meow. You meow. This is my life, you guys. Can you bring yourself to use the vintage JJB strands? Oh, good. That's a good question. I don't have that much beads. Just getting started. Glad to hear it, Jeff. The belt was found. I will use them if they start talking to me. Well, maybe you should put them out in a bowl and put them in the sun. See if they just need to get warmed up. Difficult to part with the vintage for sure. I bring out the storage boxes and I look through them. That's fun. I like to do that. A lot of tutorials don't necessarily show you how to do things the right way. Well, I don't know. I don't personally believe that there's necessarily a right way to do things. I just do things that are like comfortable for me. And I always tell people when I do videos that they should, you know, like do the same thing. Like as an example, I can't make a simple loop to save my life. Like if it came down to it and they were like, all you have to do, Randy, is make this simple loop, I would be like, no, I can't do it. Get the looper, you know, like there's just, I've practiced, I've tried. But yeah, I don't know if there's necessarily like really a right or wrong way, because the question then is, who said that? You know, like who says that that's the only way to do it, or who said that you can only do it that way, or this is the way it should be done? You know, the artist who created it. And that's what I'm saying. We're the artist. We're the artist, you know? And so it's like, you could do something and then you could say, this is the right way to do it. Just handling them is satisfying enough for me. I have half of my studio where bead strands are lovely and they're displayed. Others are in clear containers. Finished beads is hanging on the wall. You know, I guess, Sharon, they could be, you could say they're inspirational, because I have I have like, I mean, they're beads I use, but they're hanging up, and they kind of make me feel like I'm really somebody, you know. When you have your beads hanging on the wall, I kind of feel like I'm really doing it, and I'm just like, I'm like, oh yeah, those are inspirational because they're pretty and they're up there and maybe they're expensive, you know, whatever. And so I think that works. My mom gave me a bunch of old jewelry. I need to clean through it. Like crimping, for instance. That sounds like fun. Well, crimping with the crimper tool. So you're saying like there's a right way to crimp with the crimping tool instruction. I guess that's true. There is instruction for that, but you can also do a flat crimp, you know, or, you know, whatever. Oh, thank you for bringing this up, C. Crawford. I was going to say, for my summer project, I gotta call my dad. For my summer camp project on JJB, so I was looking at it, and I have never worked with this particular material, and I'm gonna have to call my dad, and I'm gonna have to do a refresher course on that fishing knot that he taught me when I was 4. You know, the hangman's fishing knot. We're gonna have to have a little refresher course on that. I remember him saying, if you're ever gonna fish, you need to know this knot. And I know there's a lot of knots and a lot of fishermen and a lot of stuff, but that's what he said. And he made us, all of us, because I got, you know, I have a lot of siblings, and he made us all sit down and show him that we could do it, and we were really little. Not a fan of the one-step looper. It leaves too much movement between the loops. Even if you, like, scooch it over. Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with the looper as well. I use the medium size. I think I need to use the smaller one. Do you have the smaller one? Does anybody have the small one? But when I saw the small one in the store, I was like, oh, that's too small. What are we going to do? So I got the medium one. And they're kind of expensive, you know. But like C. Crawford was saying, that I guess that is true. There is instruction on how to use certain tools, and it's important to know how to use them. And that's why I was going to say that I was going to do this like basics kind of thing. But I kind of fear that if I did like a basics tutorial, like this is how you do a wire wrap loop, and this is how you do the crimping, and this is how you do, like, you know, start the necklace out. There's always going to be people who do it a different way, and then they're going to say mean things to me, you know? Because I just do what I know, and you probably do what you know, and I'm sure other people do it all differently. And I don't like it when people say mean things to me on the internet. It kind of makes me feel bad. Are you still live? Yes, I'm live. Still live. Here I am. I need to follow along with a wire wrapping artist, and I always finish totally different. Yeah, that's cool too, because then, you know, you can always kind of like make your stuff your own. I frequently tell folks that just because I'm doing this doesn't mean that you have to do it. Yeah, that's what I say too, Rosa. Like, this is just how I do it. You do it how you want. True. Karen, I am a true wire wrapper. How I started. Wire is my spirit animal. Oh, Sharon, wire is not my spirit animal. I don't know what my spirit animal is, but it's not wire. I just know enough to, like, be okay. You do great tutorials, Rosanna. Glad I caught you. My daughter showed up to do a couple of things for me. Oh, yeah, still on here with Dahani, and it was great. Well, good. I don't like it either. All 3 sizes, 1 loop, but usually just makes my own rather, oh. Yeah, the looper tool, I don't know. I like it if you gotta make a lot of loops, like say you're gonna make some earrings or, you know, some dangles on the earrings. It's nice to have, because then, you know, it does take a long time to do all those wire wrapped loops for those earrings and things, like the cha-cha bracelet. We talked about that on Facebook the other day. Hoofda. I have them all, but it is true, they do leave space. Yeah, and then you just kind of like close the space up. But I feel like even when you close the space up with the looper, it's still like I don't know. But what do I know? I can't make a single loop, so that's why I'm with the looper. So I don't know. Good morning, Susie. I will have to look for Dahani. Oh yeah, Dahani is on YouTube as well, and I joined her group the other day, but I can't remember. It's called, what's it called, Dahani? Dahani Beads or something like that, right? You do great work and wire. You should claim it. Do better than me. I have done that too, Karen. Yeah. So, anyways, moral of all of this goings on is like, you know, I just feel like if we were a little bit braver, you know, myself included, if we were a little bit braver, just a little smidge, we tried some new things, you know, we could really develop more of our own artistic voice with our designs, because we are designing. I went for a long time having this debate with myself. I'm like, am I a jewelry designer? Is that what I do? I decided, yes, that's what I do. It's okay. But for a long time, I was like, I didn't feel confident. And I was like, is that true? Is that my skill set, or am I just doing what other people do? Am I just, you know, following along with something? And I decided that no, that's not what I do. And so that's when I really kind of got deeper into, I'm sure you guys saw it, got deeper into doing my own designs online, you know, and asking for feedback and showing you guys, and just being out there with it, and just being like, this is what I'm gonna do. It's not for everybody, you know? And so I just feel like we could just be a little bit braver. We could all do it. And that's why I have the challenge going on, because I think it's helpful. There are plenty of bead tutorials that cover the basics. You can do your thing and refer to them rather than doing them yourself. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Who says this? Mary? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mary. I was thinking, you know, because you could go on YouTube and you could see, if you wanted to see, you could see like how to make a wire wrap loop, how to make a whatever. And, you know, I have decided I need to do one YouTube per week. But since I do lots of things on the fly, it is hard to decide what to do. Well, what I do, I'll just share my experience. Well, you guys pretty much know my experience. So I try to do one Jesse James project a week, one bargain bead box a week, and my goal has been to also get a Taylor's Falls bead project. So that's 3. That's a lot. Just doing one is hard enough. I mean, YouTube is really hard to do videos, because what you guys don't see from the videos is like, you know, you kind of got to get everything set up, and you got to record it, and you got to make sure everything's, you know, doing okay. Rebecca has donated $1.99 through Super Chat and is now the life of the party. Woo! Do the dance. Is great for basics. She is claiming it too. Dance time, shake it. Okay, dance time, shake it, they said. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks, Rebecca, for the morning coffee money. Got a little coffee money. Oh yeah, got a little coffee money. Thank you for your donation. Oh girl, that must take you hours. It definitely does take me hours. Hours and hours and hours it takes me to make a YouTube video, because I gotta record it, and then you got, you know, recording it is whatever. You gotta find out how to record it so that it's gonna be, you know, kind of pleasant to watch. Then you go in and you do the editing portion. And the really thing that I don't like about making YouTube videos is you got to go in and cut stuff. So, you know, because you can't make the video too long, and it's got to be short. Did you know that they say that they want you to make a YouTube video, like the perfect amount of time for a YouTube video is like 15 to 17 minutes, under 20 minutes. I got my Happy Meal yesterday. What? Yeah. We represent. And you know, it's hard to cut down all that stuff because you want somebody to, you know, see the whole process of what you're doing, but you kind of got to pick and choose, like, well, can only show them a little bit of this, or we can fast forward through that, or we got to cut it out completely. And it's like, especially if you're making something on the fly for the first time, like I usually do, it takes a little more time because I'm figuring out as I'm beading what I'm doing while the video is happening. Oh my goodness! We're gonna get the Eco Pods. That's it. Rebecca. I like to get the Eco Pods because then you don't have to peel the little thing off the K-cup before you recycle it. Yeah. I got Happy Meal. Oh yeah. So, Happy Meal and Rebecca donated to the coffee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Rebecca is doing a section for more dances. Yeah, look at her little stickers doing like a little dancey move. So Honey, oh, I put the sad face. Whoop. Most of mine are about an hour. The last couple were shorter. I'm editing more though. That's the thing. You got to pick and choose what you're going to put in and what you're not, because the other portion is like you have different types of beaders watching. So you have beaders who know how to do the wire wrapped loop and how to start the necklace, how to do the crimping. And so when you're doing that in every video and showing how to do it, that makes them bored and they're going to fast forward through your video. But you also have people who don't know how to do that, and that's why they're watching the video, because they want to learn how to do that. So you want to make sure that you get it in there. It's a whole process. Anyway, it takes me about 3 days to get a video up. Like, if I really spend the amount of time that I want to spend on it, because then you got to do the timestamps, the material list, the description. You got to make a YouTube thumbnail for it. You got to upload it. That's what takes most of the time, because it can take an hour-long video, could take like a whole day to upload into YouTube, because it's trying to do it in HD, and it depends on how fast your computer is, and that's why we got this new computer set up. This one is significantly faster than my old computer, but it still takes time. And then got to get photos of your items so you can make your little video and your little whatever, in the end, and put the music in. And it's just like a whole lot of things. So, yeah, that's what I do. So doing 3 videos is really a lot to do in 1 week. I do 1 video. I started with 1 video a week, and I got used to doing that schedule, and I was doing that for Jesse James. And then we added Bargain Bead Box, and now I'm trying to add Taylor's Small Bead Store. So having the design book and doing the designs when we do them is really helpful for me, because then on the weekend, which is usually when I record my videos, I can go to the book and go, oh yeah, we've already designed this. I'm going to go ahead and make it now. You know what I mean? All that techie stuff is beyond me. I'm glad you can do it. And I can enjoy your work. Thank you, Barry. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Oh, I like that move. Yeah, I got good moves over here. The last one took me 2 days, but it did some splitting and fast forwarding, etc. Yeah. So I told Rosanna a while ago, if you do make videos, one tip that I do is when I'm recording, if I mess up, like if I can't find my tool, or I say something that I shouldn't have said, or call it the wrong thing, or whatever. What I'll do is, if I know that once I realize that I've messed up, or I mess up in the design or whatever, I stop the video and then I start a new video. So you have a bunch of clips that you can splice. So then you know that if you stop the video, there was a reason, probably in the end, like right before it stops, that you need to edit out. So it makes it easier instead of having to watch a whole like hour-and-a-half long clip of video and then split it as you go. So that's what I do. Or if like Mr. Bunsen comes running up in the table, and then I'm just like, okay, stop. Okay, cut. You know. But Jefferson is helping me to edit now. So he was supposed to edit last night, but he had to go to disc golf. So he said he's going to edit today after he gets home from work. And then hopefully we will have a bargain beatbox video. But I don't say anything. I just say, okay. So, anyways, you guys, that's my whole goings-ons for today. I'm going to jump off here, and I'm actually going to go to the post office, and I got to go get some stamps. You guys, I didn't even count them, but I think we have over 75 bingo letters going out. So me and Shannon wrote out all the bingo letter envelopes yesterday, and so I got to go get some stamps and get those sent out. I got some packages going out. I didn't put them out today. I'm just going to take them to the post. And I seen there was some more orders in the queue, so I'm super excited about that. I'll get that done this morning, and then I will see you guys tonight at 8 o'clock. Yes, because it's going to be a great week. Remember? Good vibes in the universe. I'll see you guys tonight at 8 o'clock, where we will draw the winner. So if you need reminders, I made an event, and if you click into the event, and you can say get reminders for the event, and then it'll remind you that it's going to be at 8 o'clock. So do that. We're going to draw for the winner. I will post up photos of the beady goodness in the group this afternoon once I get all together. So you'll know what the beady goodness is going to be, and then we will draw tonight at 8 o'clock live on Facebook. So if you are entered, please make sure that you are there. And that's it, you guys. I hope you can have a wonderful day today, and I'll be checking in with those pictures, and I'll see most of you probably tonight, hopefully. See you at 8 o'clock. Bye-bye, guys.